Recently, I made a few upgrades to my home studio and desk layout in hopes that I can start making more YouTube videos. Now, if you guys didn't know, I've been on YouTube for the past 3 years, and I've had a lot of different ways I've set up my desk and set up my YouTube shot. I think I've had 6+ different ways I've set it up, but every single one of them had something in common, and that it was in a shared space, a shared living space. Now, because of that, a lot of the times I've actually had to take down all of my gear. I take down my camera, take down all of my lighting, put everything away in storage. So whenever I wanted to record a new video, it would take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to get everything set up, make sure I get all my shots within a few hours, and then have to take everything down again, another 30 minutes to an hour to take everything down. Now, if you guys don't know, that is a lot of friction. That takes way too long to get set up, that by the time I was done setting everything up, I was like, man, you know what? I might as well take a nap now. I'm exactly tired. I'm too tired to really record. So because of that, this desk layout is supposed to be a little bit different. I am really going to start making more videos for you guys, and this one is meant to kind of get rid of that friction of setting up. Now, before I get to how I made that happen, I do want to talk about my desk layout. I have 2 desks now. I have an L desk. I have my secondary desk back there, which I like to call my B-roll desk. We'll get to what it means later on, but I do have here my main desk that I want to get to first.
One time for the hometown, I got love for it, it's real. 2 times for the haters, man, cause I notice how it feel. 3 times for my family, dog, cause it done paid our bills. And I get 4 times my net worth from a year ago with no deals. Did it all by myself.
Okay, so if you guys are new to the channel, you guys probably haven't seen this desk setup yet, but this is my desk setup that I've had now for the past year. And the main reason for that is because all of the accessories I have on here, with the exception of one, is what I like to call top tier. These are all accessories and kind of things that run the desk setup that I would not trade for anything else at this point in time, because they are great at what they do and they are great what I need them for. Now, the first one is this LG 5K monitor that I have here. This is one of the better screens I've ever had for a MacBook. It's a great productivity monitor. It's 5K. It gives you that retina display. It has a webcam and microphones, which suck. I don't really ever use them, but they are there in case you guys need something to hook up to, say, a Mac Studio or a Mac Mini. It works great with Mac. It works okay with Windows, but I don't recommend it for a Windows computer. And the computer that I am using right now is the M1 Pro MacBook Pro 16-inch. It's an old computer. It's about 2 years old now. Now they're on the M3 chip, but this computer still does a lot for me. It records, or I guess it edits all of my videos. It records the audio for my videos, and I do all of my browsing. I do all of my research, all of my typing, everything on this computer, and it's been working great for the past couple of years, so I don't see myself upgrading unless this one breaks. And then onto the peripherals on the desk, I do have the MX keys right now. This is a scissor switch keyboard. I do have a couple of mechanical keyboards up there on the wall, but I haven't really been using them ever since I started commuting to work on my bicycle. It does take a little bit of toll on my hands and my palms. I don't know if it's because I'm grabbing it wrong, but I do get some of the pain here, especially on my pinky, so it gets really difficult to type on mechanical keyboards over something that's super low profile like the scissor switch keyboard. And I also have the MX Master 3 mouse. I didn't upgrade to the 3S because there really wasn't much of a difference. I've been using the MX Master 3 for a while now, and I think it's one of the best I think it's the best mouse for productivity use. It does have a couple of extra buttons. I am thinking of picking up the Keychron one that's basically a replica of this mouse so that I can test it as well. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you guys want to see. Something that costs $50 from Keychron versus something that costs $100 from Logitech. And I do have the Shure SM7B on an Elgato low profile mic arm, and that's hooked up to a Vocaster 2 through a cloud lifter just so that it does sound a little bit better. And that's all being recorded onto my MacBook Pro through the Audacity app. So all of that is my mic and kind of my audio setup that I've been using here. And that's also what I use. The Vocaster 2 is what I use to kind of hook up my Edifier MR4 speakers, which have been on here for now, I believe, over a year. These are really great speakers. These are really great intro speakers at a great price. When I got these speakers, I got them around $80. And like I said, I've been using them for the past year and a half, and they're really great speakers. Now, these are the one and only thing on my desk that I am looking to upgrade, even though I've been using them for the past year and a half. Even though I think they're great speakers for the price, I do want something a little bit bigger, a little bit more fun, if I guess I would say, because these speakers are meant to be monitors, so they are a little bit flat. You can have some adjustment on the bass and treble, but not as much bass as I would like. And I honestly would blame the Skull Candy Crusher headphones, which are up there on the wall if you guys can see them. Those are really great headphones for bass. They get kind of your head shaking because they do have different drivers in there that make the headphone itself shake. And because of that, I now want to listen to music through those headphones, but also not mess up my ears. So instead, I'm going to be looking for different speakers on my desk that I can use for that. So if you do have any recommendations for speakers that are really great with bass, let me know down in the comments, because I am looking to pick up some new speakers. And then lastly, on my desk, I still have the Grove Made shelf. This is one of the best shelves out there. It is a little bit pricey, but you definitely pay for what you get. I've gone for an Amazon Aoethia desk shelf before, but it was a little bit flimsy, especially when you compare it to the Grove Made that's made of real wood. All of these attachments on here, especially the shelf, is really great to keep extra stuff on there. Like for me, a lot of it is my journals. It's going to be also my pens for whenever I sit down and write, and I do use all of those journals to keep all of my scripts. I don't really write down full scripts on the computer. I actually just have bullet points here on my right on my journal that I follow along as I kind of talk to the camera. All right, so the B-roll desk name, if you guys haven't already figured it out, does mean it's a desk made for B-roll. So whenever I do any product shots, anytime I try and do all of that B-roll for other videos, I will be using this desk. And because of that, it does remain mainly empty. It does double as a nightstand as well. So you guys will see I have a phone charger on here, as well as an Echo Studio, because I do have a smart home that's an Alexa smart home. But other than that, this desk does remain empty because it will be used for all of the product shots for all of my upcoming videos on any sort of product that I'm reviewing. And on top of the B-roll desk, I do have a Scadis pegboard that's holding some of my items. Now, I've made a video before as to why I think the Scadis pegboards from IKEA are one of the best organization solutions if you can go up vertically on the wall. I will be linking that video up here, so make sure you guys watch it after this video. Now, the one that I have right now, I only have one on the wall, and it's holding 2 of my mechanical keyboards as well as 2 of my headphones that I use. One of the headphones are the Sony XM5s. I think these are the best productivity headphones because they have great noise cancellation and the sound that comes out of them is just as good. And then my second pair of headphones that I have up there are more of my fun headphones. I mainly use them to work out. They have great bass. They have the Crusher bass. They're the Skull Candy Crusher ANC2. They do have active noise cancellation as well. I haven't really tested it for kind of working and being more productivity. Maybe I'll do a review or a kind of comparison up against the Sony XM5s, but for right now, I've mainly been using them for working out because that bass is really great, and I listen to a lot of kind of hip hop and rap whenever I'm working out, so they're great for that. And if you really like bass, these are great headphones to pick up. And then my mechanical keyboards, they've honestly mainly been collecting dust up here. I have a low profile Newfie Air 75 V2, and I have the Mode Envoy up here as well. These were my 2 favorite mechanical keyboards, but like I mentioned, I'm kind of shying away from using mechanical keyboards because they do cause me wrist pain and kind of finger pain as well. And then up on the wall here as well, I do have my Bellroy Venture 22-liter backpack. I believe this one's discontinued now. I haven't seen it on the Bellroy website for a while, but this is a great commuter backpack. Now they're pushing their 26-liter Venture Ready backpack as well. That one's kind of similar, but that one's all zippers. This one's more kind of designed to look like their Apex line of backpack. That's a $450 backpack, and I just can't bring myself to buy that one, so I went with a 22-liter instead. I also have a review for this backpack specific, so make sure you guys check it out after this video as well. Watch the Scadis pegboard one first, and then you guys can watch the Venture 22-liter. This is a great backpack. I use it daily to commute to work, as well as just being my main backpack for anytime I want to go out to a coffee shop to work. This is the one that I'll throw my MacBook and some headphones into when I go down there as well. And then next to the Belroy backpack, I do have a hydration pack. I use this mainly on the weekends when me and my wife go out on long bike rides. I use it as a hydration pack because that's what it is. And then I carry some extra stuff there for the bikes in case something happens or it breaks down. And then I just carry my phone. So it's a really small backpack, but I really like it. It's from a random brand on Amazon. I'll link it down below as well if you guys are looking for a small hydration pack. But that's really everything that makes up my home studio. It's just the L-shaped desk and a couple of organization stuff up there. The main idea or the main reason I even built this was really to keep up all of my equipment, to make filming easier, to make setup a lot less. And even just to set up this video here, it took me less than 5 minutes. So really that's a huge improvement from taking 30 to an hour. And that's really the main reason why this studio will likely be the one I use for all of 2024. If you're someone that's starting a YouTube channel, remember that not everyone has all of the money to get a completely separate studio, to kind of buy out a whole warehouse and have the separate rooms, have the different shots. Not everyone even has an extra room to kind of set up a home studio in their own home. So always just make best with what you have. You guys can definitely make a lot of stuff within one corner of the room. You just have to be really creative. One thing I do recommend though is that you find a place where you can leave all of your equipment up, because that is going to be the #1 friction point for you to even start recording videos. And something that takes 5 minutes, sometimes even just flicking the lights on and starting recording, is going to be frictionless, or a lot less friction than taking 30 minutes to an hour to get all of your equipment set up again. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of my studio? Have you guys ever recorded in a studio smaller than mine? I'd say mine's about 20 square feet. Let me know down in the comments. As always, thank you guys for watching. Click here to watch another one of my videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one.